The summer of 2016 was the best summer I've ever had. Here's a brief overview.
Started off the summer right at Finn's house. We took a boat ride the evening after the last day of school into the sunset. Early wake up the next morning, very early, up at 3:30 a.m. for a 5:50 flight to Atlanta. Arrived in Atlanta and decided to visit the U.S. Federal Reserve, where I got a bag of shredded used money. Off to the CNN headquarters, where I saw a backstage tour of the workers and witnessed a live TV broadcast get shot. Working on a live TV broadcast is tiring, so I decided to make a quick stop at the World of Coca-Cola to try out Coke flavors from around the world. Next up, University of Georgia. They have a beautiful campus. I spent 2 weeks at a film camp where I made a 1-minute movie called 211. I got to experience college life in the dorm and eat the incredible food. They had everything to eat, whatever I wanted. Took a shuttle back to the Atlanta airport and flew back to Fort Lauderdale by myself. Spent the next 2 weeks at home where I edited 2 marvelous films with Finn and helped my friend Jacob Levine make a movie called My New Assistant. Woke up super early to head to the Miami airport to fly to Phoenix, Arizona to begin the teen tour. Drove around Phoenix, saw some cacti, and went to an Arizona Diamondbacks game. Off to Sedona, Arizona to ride a pink Jeep in the desert around beautiful rocks. Next stop, Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon was less grand than I thought it would be, but it was still cool and humongous. Up next, Bryce Canyon in Utah. We hiked through the beautiful red rocks and everybody loved it. Over to Las Vegas for a minute where we explored the strip a bit and saw the dancing fountains at the Bellagio Hotel. Hopped on a quick ride on the High Roller, a huge Ferris wheel in Vegas. We then had a long 7-hour bus ride from Las Vegas to San Diego. The city of San Diego is incredible. Tried to surf at the beach and went to the San Diego Zoo for the day. The San Diego Zoo has tons of awesome animals, ones that you wouldn't normally see. The last stop of the trip was probably the best, Los Angeles. We explored Rodeo Drive, saw the Walk of Fame, and the Mann's Chinese Theater with handprints of the greatest. Spent the last day in Universal Studios Hollywood. They have the Simpsons and Harry Potter themed areas. My friends and I shared a huge pink donut from Simpsons Land. Everybody loved it. Back on the plane, back home to Florida. 2 days later, hopped on a plane for a trip up to the Northeast. Into New York for a minute, where I saw Casey Neistat's studio and his startup company's office, Beme. We then made a quick stop in Milford, Pennsylvania to visit my brother at camp. Next stop, Maine. Went to the Maine State Aquarium where I saw some funky fish and a mini shark. Took a ferry boat to an island where we had an awesome fresh cooked lobster dinner. Cooked some s'mores on a bonfire and had a conversation with some crazy looking alpacas. Off to Brown University for a pre-college summer program. Brown University has a pretty and historic campus. Took the Amtrak train to Boston for the day with a couple friends from Brown. Ate at Quincy Market and went to the Boston Commons where everyone was playing Pokemon Go. Finished up my second week at Brown University and flew back home to Florida, where I spent my last week of summer making this video.
Summer of 2016 was the best summer I've ever had, and I hope summer of 2017 will be even better.